Probably best picture you're gonna get of an adult. He's right on the ledge there.
He's been screeching.
As he has. So we're gonna grab one of the birds out of the box and then put the bands and take a little blood sample, and then get the other one. Female. And this one looks to be a female. So we'll put a female band on her. See if it's the right number. One's a little purple band, which means that this is a bird that was produced in the Midwest. We're part of a Midwestern peregrine restoration effort, trying to bring these birds back to the Midwest. And then there's another one. It's a color band, little black over green band with numbers and letters on there. And you can usually read these from a distance. And so that's how we sort of track how we know who the adults are each year, is by looking at that band.
Why do you have to get the blood samples?
We're interested in studying the birds, how much genetic variability there is in this population. The birds that were released came from like 6 or 7 different types or subspecies or races of peregrine falcons, and so they each have a little bit different genetic makeup, and so scientists are interested how this may change over time, and so that's why we usually take the blood sample. Anybody have any questions about these guys? I mean, they do have a stomach. I mean, they have this crop, which is kind of their bottom of their throat, and then but they also have a stomach where they grind things up and they process the food, and so it's not like chickens have crops too. So certain kinds of birds have well-developed crops for food storage, because these guys, when birds of prey like to eat a whole lot, if they kill something, they basically eat it all. So they have to, you know, like chickens, they can just peck a few seeds and whatever. They got to eat the whole thing. In about 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to be leaving the nest, and they're going to be as big as their parents. And so they weigh about 1.25 pounds, 1.5 pounds, and so they're about 14 inches or so tall. They'll grow a little bit more here. In fact, if you watch the camera or watch the internet site, you'll see them change. This one especially is getting losing his downy feathers, the white feathering, the real soft stuff, and getting his flight feathers. See his back there? Well, the other one's still white there. This difference in age and their development. How many what? Teeth? Birds don't have teeth, except for a little, what's called an egg tooth. They have a little, on the tip of their bill, and if you look real close at one of them, they have this little hook on the top of their bill, which helps them get out of the egg. And so they use that to pop their way out of the egg. But birds don't have teeth, and they don't need to chew, because they tear at their food and then swallow it whole. What? What do they eat? These guys eat other birds. They eat pigeons and doves and blue jays, but they're strictly feed other birds. Occasionally they'll take a bat, but they take all their food in the air. They're specialized to take food in the air. They don't hang around bird feeders or anything like that. They take them in the air, away from trees and everything like that. This morning they were chasing a turkey vulture, which is a bird about 2 or 3 times bigger than they. They're real defensive around their territories. That's why they usually attack us when we're near the box, and they'll attack anything else that comes near them. So they're real protective of their parents.
How many birds are there in the United States?
In the United States, they're in the thousands now. In the Midwest, the regions I work in, there's about 110, 120 pairs that are on territories. There's a lot of other younger birds out there, so it may be several hundred birds. And we appreciate the Indiana, Michigan, AEP for hosting the website. It's a real popular site. Allows people and schools from all over the place to check in on these birds and watch them grow up. And the building management folks here, John Meyer and folks, to basically allowing these birds to nest here. This is the only one we have in Fort Wayne, so it's kind of unique to us. So thank you very much.
So this is the top of our roof.
being up on the roof, if you're not with the DNR, is when the DNR, those are the people that are doing the actual banding, when they start walking back towards that door that they came out of, all of the folks with their cameras and the media, they all need to get off the roof quickly, because once those mom and dad birds figure out that they're taking their babies out of the nest, they get pretty angry. So that's the reason, everybody has their protective equipment on. So hopefully they don't get too angry, but we'll put this back. So what's going on here? There's John. He's got his straps around his body so he doesn't fall outside the building. That's good. And he's been doing this for quite a few years. We had the first batch of babies back in 1996. We've had 36 peregrine chicks since that time. So we've been doing this for a little while. He's a pro.
He's down there. He's going to cross.
There's some obstacles there that he has to try to maneuver through. And then the young lady behind him is his helper. I'm not sure. So if you look also on this other screen, you'll be able to see an actual close-up shot of the nest. And John Meyer, who's our building manager, told me yesterday, because I went up on the roof for the first time and there was a lot of dead birds laying around, and I'm like, why aren't they eating these birds? And he said the daddy bird is killing them faster than mommy can feed them. So he's a really good daddy. Proud dad. Oh, So you see the camera bouncing, that's because it's very windy up on top of the building. As a matter of fact, I work up on the 26th floor, and sometimes it gets so windy you can actually see the water in the toilets kind of shake a little bit. So you don't feel it, but if you look at the water, you can sometimes see it. Apparently the building sways, but like I said, you don't feel it too much, so it's not scary or anything. The netting that you see that the man is crawling through, that's to keep all the pigeons away, because they're, before when they didn't have all that netting, the entire roof would be covered with pigeons, and that can get kind of dirty. So they put that netting up to keep the pigeons from taking over. So now we can see the woman going out. That box is actually out on the very perimeter, you can see, of the building, so they have to be very careful. They're super high up.
Just
We have to look after mom and dad. Once they figure out what's going on, they're gonna be swooping around and trying to attack being on both. Alright, so they're all the way down. With babies.
So is that the lady got the babies in that?
So that's the 26th floor where Mr. Paul Chodak works, and that's his assistant Connie.
They don't know they're on camera.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know she's on camera. So we won't see them from the elevator, I don't believe. So they should be down here. Can touch the elevator and we'll be able to. Yeah, Miss Riley down here in the front. Stand up, Riley. Give everybody a wave. Her dad is Paul. So that's Paul right up there at the top. Big handsome hair. So they're coming off the 26th floor. In a couple minutes they should be walking in.
The mom and dad got it.
The hallway on this
Here they come.
Here we come. They should be coming in any minute. Here we are. Oh, that's Katie back
We didn't see the mom and dad there, but I'm sure when we take them back up, they'll discover that we robbed their nest, and they'll be back and giving us some grief there. So that's kind of nice. We didn't get hurt or anything like that. So we got four babies. I think they may all be girls. So, and these are the leg bands. Well, they're noisy too. We're going to put this little colored leg band on them. Some of you can probably read the numbers from here. And that's what we try to do, is we try to read those little numbers. This is 64 over Z. And they also have another band on them. So this goes on the right. Okay. We're not hurting them or anything like that. They're just excitable and don't like being handled. So she's got her federal band on her now, which has a unique, usually has 9 numbers on there, and also directions if somebody would find this bird to know where to report it. And so then we'll put this color band on, which we can usually read from a distance with some binoculars or a spotting scope, and that's how we identified the adults here by looking at their colored leg bands. And we'll enter all this information into a database. There's a site, I think it's midwestperegrine.org, that you can go to, and in a few weeks we'll get them in that database. This is the 23rd. Okay. Now we're going to take a little blood sample, which again doesn't hurt them, but it allows us to study the genetics of these birds. So she's got a nice little vein there. And we'll mark this sample, 64 over Z, right? Not doing anything. Do good on this one. Hematoma. Terrible on this one. Sometimes the big ones, they sort of move on you. I'm not going to do any more. I won't worry about the blood sample there. Okay, there. Doesn't look like I have any fleas or anything like that. Sometimes they have little feather mites or fleas, but these birds look really clean, so that's good. Doesn't hurt them or anything like that, but their little flight feathers are about just an inch coming out of the sheath, but they grow really fast, and they'll be, like I said, they'll be flapping their wings and building up their flight muscles in about 2 weeks on the edge of the nest box. and then they'll get the gumption to take their first flight, and then their mom and dad will take care of them and bring them food for a period of about 6 weeks before they'll move on. Okay. Bob or
Hi there. How you doing?
so you can walk her around. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's another girl.
Number 2, isn't it?
A middle child. Yeah, you never know. You can look a little bit and check the development, and that's the only way to judge. But if you have a male in there, they tend to grow a little faster. But these are all females, so I don't know. If we get them all and compare them, we probably could. By the size, the females are bigger, especially the feet, because we have 2 different size bands. The males will take a smaller band. But these are all, I think they're all probably females. Their feet really won't grow too much more. They'll probably lengthen out a little bit, but the thickness won't change much. So, yeah, that's just the identification number. Helps to identify the adults. Yeah, one's a U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service band. When you band a bird, you have to put an official band on them, which advises the bird banding lab and gives you an address or internet number or a phone number. And then the other one, we have special permission to use these color bands, so we can read these from a distance. So, all right. We've got a little bit of flea poop on her. This one looks better. Yeah, they mainly use this. They're archived, and then they can study how much variability there is in the population. They can study the subspecies makeup, because there's a whole bunch of different subspecies that were released. They can determine parentage, if you needed to know that. Which actually is kind of be interesting, because sometimes, even though these are monogamous birds, sometimes there are some cases where a male will be paired up with 2 different females. Yeah. Yeah. Most birds are monogamous.
Yeah, the white stuff that's coming off, that's the sheath that surrounds the feathers and slowly breaks off.
Hopefully that's on them out. Okay. Mother at the thing. Don't tell on us. Okay.
I don't get to see that part.
Bob, John, or somebody. Just keep the feet away from the mouth as much as you can. Yeah, sometimes they have mites and flea type things, so we just dust them. It doesn't hurt them or anything like that, but yeah. Yeah, that's a female. Yeah.
The last one looks a little smaller.
Okay. Yeah. $66 over Z. Not quite. Got to get the blood off her. Okay. Good.
Then we have Electra. Now this one up here, we're going to go ahead and name Skylar.
This is male.
Skylar was submitted by St. Vincent de Paul. Grade class.
We have a boy
It's a boy now.
with a bunch of poop on his head. This is the fourth one. This is the
And then the third one was Skylar, fourth one is Maverick. It worked out perfect.
Now this is a boy, he's got poop on his head.
And take a look at Mommy. She's still wondering where her babies are. It won't be long before the babies are back in the nest. We'll we'll get them back up as soon as we can. They probably missed their mommy and daddy. Looks like she had a late afternoon snack ready for them.
That is her home.
Maybe she went ahead and ate it.
Yep. What? You got it. Getting attacked by a can. Right already. Horse. Sometimes it quiets it down. Sometimes. Not quite as loud, but all right, I'll give it to you. Keep the feet away from the head if you can.
Sure.
Okay. Very good. Good, good.
All right. Everybody
All
back.
right. Put her in the bottom there, Bob.
Yeah. Come on, here you go. Come on. There you go.
Put them all in one bucket.
Yep. Okay. All the way down. There we go.
Thank you guys very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming, guys. Yep, we're ready. Well, thanks for coming, and if you want to stick around, you'll probably see Mama react to us. Oh, that's nice. Huh.
That's Mr. Jeff.
Mr.
So what everybody think of that? Seriously, if it weren't for you guys, these birds would not have names. So thank you for all the time and effort that you guys put into it. It's very much appreciated. So are we taking the birds back up to the roof then? Yeah. All right. I bet they probably miss their mommy and daddy. She's waiting on them?
Yeah. She was.
Okay. Did she look sad? Yeah. All right, here we come. We're back on the 26th floor. And we're going to head up the stairs with the little birdies. Did everybody get their picture taken with the bird?
Yeah.
Good. Has anybody seen Mom? Is she in the nest? And Dad's probably flying around looking for whoever took his babies. The wind's really shaking the camera.
Yeah. Can we turn off those lights again?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, is she flying in and out?
He can't take it. He can't take it.
You gotta make sure their ropes are strapped real tight so they don't fall.
Clean up a little bit.
I watched the mom was there.
Oh,
Oh, do not kiss her. How are you?
She told me. She said Skylar's the whitest one. They all look the same though. Skylar's way whiter. Pretty sure.
What's Maverick? Maverick.
Behind this
But the boys are older than the girls.
Yeah, Maverick is in the middle.
Alright, it's about time to get you kids back to school. When you exit the back, to your right, there's some little knapsack backpacks with, there's also some little plastic hard hats. So if you're interested, feel free to take a bag and a hat. And again, we appreciate you guys submitting the names, and congratulations on your school being the winning name. What's that?
Where are they? I know where they are. I can tell you.
We'll have to ask the DNR what's going on with Skylar. I'm not for sure, but she's probably just scared.
Which one's Maverick?
One in the front, some down.
Maverick.